Hey, air signs, how are you? This is your Get Your Shit Together reading. We're doing an Armageddon series, all right, where we're doing some self-examining. Of course, I want to welcome you to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. This is an advanced tarot session for spiritual adults. There's many layers. I'll touch on a few. Repeat statements are strong statements. Please hear me and also feel me, okay? Don't feel me too much now. Get your hands off me, okay? Fantastic. Please keep in mind that viewer discretion is advised. All right, so you might hear the fan in the background. That's because it's hot. Okay, forgive that. And it's very shaky. The camera's very shaky. So, we're going to talk about the shaky stuff today. Get your shit together. All right, what seems to be the fucking problem, air signs? What seems to be the motherfucking problem? Okay, the problem is this. You are holding back immense amounts of energy, possibly sexual, not necessarily. The problem can also be that someone or you and someone are burning off huge amounts of karma. Okay, huge amounts of karma are being burned off here. Okay, you may be completely remaking yourself. Okay, and that's a fucking problem. Okay, that you have to do that. What the hell? Okay, that's just what I'm picking up on. All right, so why are you going to lose your shit? Literally or figuratively. Like, what is like really pressing down on your last nerve and it's about to make you lose your shit? Why? Why are you going to lose your shit? What threat is your behavior to the losing of your shit? Okay? Or someone else's behavior, whatever. The threat is this. There's too much emotions involved or not enough. It's very intense sexually, spiritually, emotionally. Things are very intense, and that may make you feel like you're gonna lose your shit. And you may lose your shit, or someone else may lose their shit because of all of this emotional energy that's being given out. Okay. Maybe you're giving out too much emotional energy, and that's gonna make you lose your shit. All right? Give no fucks. You need to watch the Dark Fate video of my Spiritual Warrior series. That is the sequel, the second installment of the Spiritual Warrior series. Listen, bury the dead. Okay? That was the message there, because you're giving too many fucks. That was the message. Okay, so let's talk about how you can keep your shit together in these shaky times. How can you keep your shit together regarding this situation and the fucking problem? Your spiritual practice. Speak to the spirits. You're still connected. You know things. You know secrets. That's how you keep your shit together. You just go on back behind the black veil, all right? And you relax and you give no fucks, okay? You retire all these fucks right here, all right? That's how you keep it together. Don't even worry about all this emotion, okay? Let it be what it is. It's emotion, so what? You're going back behind the black veil, all right? That's where you're going. And plus you have psychic power. So get into that. Get into your intuition. That's how you keep your shit together. Okay? Now, what is the benefit of keeping your shit together? What's the benefit there? All right? What's the immediate, benefit, right? Because that's what we want, immediate benefits. Okay, cool. Let's see. The immediate benefit is a new beginning. The immediate benefit is there's a whole nother chapter, coming along here. Okay? You can turn the page on this thing and have a new life. Okay? You can turn the page. This is a whole new dynamic for you. This is a whole new moment for you. Okay? You don't have to deal with that anymore. You don't have to deal with that sort of thing that breaks you down and makes you have to recreate yourself. Okay? You don't have to do that. You do not have to do it. Hang on one second, air signs. Just hang on. Let me adjust myself here. Hang on a second. All right. Sorry about that. So, how can you make sure you don't lose your shit in the future? How can we avoid this whole giving too many fucks thing? How can we avoid that in the future? While obviously still being able to have a very abundant experience, and a nourishing experience. Just follow your destiny, honey. Just keep on pushing. Keep walking your path. You're not off the path. You're on the path. Okay? And follow your destiny. Follow your star. And do your divine calling. Do what the Creator put it in you to do in life. Okay? Don't worry. Don't you worry. You will get to your destiny. All right? You're on your way, as a matter of fact. You're on your way, and that's how you can make sure you don't lose your shit again. Never get off the path. Okay? Don't get off. I don't know if you got off, but don't get off. Get back on. Okay, that's what we say about that. Get back on. So, how can we let's look back into the problem. What in the fuck is the problem? Let's go deeper. The problem is this: the devil got into your relationship, fucked everything up, okay, and killed everybody. All right? I don't know if that's literal or figuratively. Obviously, if you've been killed, you won't be listening to this video. Anyhow, the devil got in. And so you had to hold things back. You had to hold back your passion. For the one that you love. Maybe somebody in your life let the devil into the relationship. That's the problem. Okay? So let's go into why you're going to lose your shit. And, what's that about? What do you mean? Giving too many fucks. What's going on there? Yeah, you're deeply moved. You're deeply moved by someone's actions. Someone is deeply moved by you. Someone is undergoing judgment because of all of these fucks that you gave. A message has been received about that. Someone has traveled. Someone has to move. Someone is realizing through a message, a powerful message, about the worth and meaning of their actions. So this situation that you're going through is a message to you of not giving a fuck too much. You have to have good judgment. Okay? Don't be all giving out, energy to people who can't really return it to you. They can't pay you. They can't pay you back. They don't have it in them like you got it in you. Okay? So that's a big message to check IDs. That's what I'm getting out of that. Okay? You losing your shit because you didn't check the motherfucker's ID and it was the devil. Okay? You can't let one motherfucker pass. Not one without checking their ID and seeing who are you and what are you made of. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that. So in terms of how you're keeping your shit together with your intuition and your spiritual practice and the secrets that you know and looking behind the black veil, how you keep your shit together is this. You got to listen to those intuitive promptings. Okay, that's how we check IDs. Okay, we listen, and we are connected to the ancestors in the spirit world. Okay, and you may be even connected with the person who let the devil in. You may even be connected to them on a psychic level. Okay, and try to really listen to what those promptings are telling you. Now, I don't know, that's getting off card for me. That's going a little into deep space, because if they don't have any speech problems and they're not, like, you know, being detained by Homeland Security, they're not in the hospital with COVID-19, you shouldn't have to stretch your psychic muscles for this person. Okay, I will say that. Give no fucks. Give no fucks. You know what I'm saying? So if they have to come and clean up the devil, or if you have to do it yourself, you're going to lose your shit. You got to give it to the Creator. You got to let the ancestors handle it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be a party to all of that. That's how you keep your shit together. Connect to the ancestors. Fuck connecting to them. Connect to the ancestors. That's who you connect to. That's what the ancestors are saying. That's what the situation is trying to tell you. Do not trying to be locking into a motherfucker who you haven't checked his ID with the ancestors. What do the ancestors think of this motherfucker? Okay? That's how you know who's okay to come in. And the ancestors would like you to never forget that shit. That's why you learned a powerful message from that. You had karma. You had karma for that because you let the devil in. Okay, that's my ex-boyfriend too. I know. Okay, he's been dating all of us. Okay, he's been dating all of us. You know this guy, right? Am I right? Turned out to be the devil. Okay, so don't do that. Don't let people in without checking their ID, because it could be the devil. Okay? And how do we check IDs? We look behind the black veil. We check in with the ancestors. We check in with ourselves. We check in with our intuition. We check in with the divine. And if the divine okays it, then you free to give a fuck. Then you free. Okay? Because then whatever's not covered by this person, the Creator will cover like insurance. Okay? But if you go taking unnecessary risks and you ain't checking IDs, okay, because God believes in brains. God invented brains. Okay, so you got to put your shit, you can't just use your heart. You got to also use your brain. Your heart and your brain got to work together. That's what this is telling me. Your heart, brain, body, mind, soul, that all of that has to work in conjunction. And then you use your scanner, then activate the scan. Okay, once all of those things are aligned. Okay, and then run a motherfucker through the system and see, oh, you have a record, you know, of skipping out on your commitments. You have a record of doing people dirty. You a grimy nigga or whatever it is, because you examine them. You know what I'm saying? You see how they get down. Or you look behind the black veil and you saw, yeah, you got some sort of devil energy with you. Okay? So that's why you're going through this karma. Okay? And that's why you got to get your shit together, and that's how you do it. Okay, fantastic. So then when we're talking about what's the benefit, okay, of keeping your shit together, we kind of went into that, but let's just put the seal on there. Let's just put the seal on there. What's the benefit of keeping your shit together is this. Yeah, you start from the beginning. I love when readers be like, yeah, and they ain't even really processed the card yet. Like, you know, like, yeah, I'm not wrong, right? So, No, but it's because the conversation feels like it continues. The conversation feels like, like somebody is about to say something directly in regarding what you're saying. That's why. It's because, you feel the flow. So anyhow, but I just noticed that. I thought that shit was funny. So yeah, the benefit of keeping it together is that you will find a relationship with somebody who won't hold back emotionally. You know what I mean? You got to find that out. That's very important. That's very important. Because tricks are for kids. You don't have time for people who's holding back their feelings. Like, that's kid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Don't hold back. Keep the feelings coming until they run out. You feel me? That's how I do it. Okay? Keep the feelings coming until they run out. Okay? When the feeling feels like, yeah, I'm feeling you, motherfucker. And then, yeah, let's stay together. Yeah, let's go apart. Yeah, I never want to see you again. Like, the feelings keep flowing, baby. You know what I'm saying? The feelings keep flowing. All right? So you ain't got to hold them back. Just live out. You need to find somebody. And this is the benefit of getting your shit together and checking those IDs, is that you find that person who y'all could just be together until y'all not together. Rather than it having to be like crash, bang, boom, rather than it having to be like that, a motherfucker could just be like, hey, it was nice knowing you, I had some great times, and I really enjoyed your company. And you could be like, yeah, I really enjoyed your company. I learned so much from you, I won't be the same again. And I'll never forget you, motherfucker. It's been great, and then the relationship could be over. You know what I'm saying? And that's better. It's like hanging up the phone. It's like, how people are, they got to preamble a little bit. They got to introduce hanging up the phone, like, okay, so all right then, right? You don't just like hang up in the middle of sentences, right? Like a motherfucker be like, meet me at 8, click. Like no one does that, right? Right? So, so that the relationship could be like that too. So it could be like, okay, well, I'm starting to feel like, I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go over here and, run over there. So, it's been good talking to you, that sort of thing, And then you hang up the phone. Then you be like, all right. And the other person's like, all right, talk to you later. Or, all right, thanks for calling, whatever, click, like that. And that's how the relationship could be. Like, hey, it's been cool. All right, see ya, bye, whatever, like that. And that's how you avoid the destruction and the scarring. Okay, that's the benefit. You're avoiding destruction and scarring in your soulmate relationships. Okay? Because, of course, you're going to connect to whoever you connected to. You don't really come together unless, because all of this spiritual energy, you don't really come together with a person unless there's some business to take care of spiritually. And that's general for everybody, but, some people are playing. Some people are playing and getting these karmic partners, and they're not really crafting relationships like you seem to craft them because you care so much. That's how people do when they're good at a craft. They care about it. Like you could see when people built the pyramids, they gave a fuck. Somebody cared. Okay, like that. So boom, bang, boom. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. We're going to wrap this up right here. Oh, darn it. Hold on. The ancestor said you will wrap it up when I say you wrap it up. Okay, so in terms of how can you make sure you don't lose your shit again? This how you make sure. Okay, my goodness. Start new. Create a new destiny. Create a new destiny. That's how you do it. Start new. Leap forward. Dare to follow your destiny. Okay? Just dare to do it. What do you want? Assert your own will in your own destiny. What do you want? That's what you're supposed to think about and get your shit together about. What do you want? That's how you make sure you don't lose it again. Say what you want. Say what you want. And if a motherfucker or a situation doesn't stay around, it can't withstand the power of your words, it can't withstand what you have asserted, then that's not part of your destiny. That's how you check IDs. If a motherfucker run away, if some situation goes away because of some words, that wasn't you. That wasn't for you. Okay? So follow your destiny. Because so what does that mean? It's not for me. Right? Because everybody in that scenario is looking at themselves like, oh no, it's not for me. I'm losing a thing. You're not losing anything. You're gaining something. You're gaining something. You now know to turn left or right, or, go in reverse, which we try not to do, but you have the information if you need the information. You know what I mean? So you haven't lost anything. You've gained direction of where is your destiny, not over here. Right? Okay, so that's how you make sure you don't lose your shit again. Okay, so let's go into the Tower, because I've been going into the Tower for everybody and what caused the Tower for them. So yours is a little longer than usual. Okay, but that's all right, air sign? You don't mind. Right? Little extra juice for you. All right, so here's the deal. Right? Because this is what we really want to know in terms of how to integrate what just happened. You know what I'm saying? It was a life-changing event, perhaps. All right, so let's put it into perspective. Let's put it into perspective a little bit. All right, what was the Tower? What was this Tower that happened? What was this Tower that happened? And so by the ancestors saying this is the Tower that happened, this shit really happened. This shit was really knocked you askew. You know what I'm saying? And it was supposed to, because it's a divine intervention. It's supposed to knock you askew. There's no shame in that. If anybody was feeling any shame in that, which probably air sign you don't. But, some of you may. Anyhow, what was the Tower? What was this, ancestors? What was it? It was about love. It was about being in love. It was about loyalty. Somebody broke your loyalty. Somebody got married. Somebody was supposed to be marrying you. You are someone's wife. That's the Tower. You're in love with someone. Someone is in love with you. One of those belongs to you, my air signs. Okay, so what changed? What changed about this love? You used to love them. You used to be so deeply in love with them. You used to be so loyal and devoted to them. They weren't loyal and devoted to you. I don't know. The Tower may be that you were sitting on your throne, okay, and being the empress. It could be that. That could be a Tower. Or it could have caused one for somebody. What changed? This what changed. The connection changed. The connection changed. How do you live with it and move on? Whether that's moving on together or separately. How do you live with it and move on? What do you do with this? This is how you live with it and move on. You got to understand that that's life. That's what people say. Yes, I'm going to be in Vegas. That's part of my bucket list. So please donate so that I can afford to put on a show in Vegas for my bucket list before I die. So you got a few years, okay? But please get your donations in early so I can get enough money to do it, all right? I'm going to be doing some Frank Sinatra, little Lou Rawls, okay? A couple of Broadway show tunes, I wish you would come to the show. I wish you would. All right. All my sponsors get in free. All my sponsors get in free. All right. So, how do you live with it? That's life. Understand that the pain won't last forever. It won't last forever. It's gonna wear off. That's life, though. That's life. All right. Don't be too sad because there's, the sun will come out tomorrow and all that. All right, so what can be learned from this change that took place? What can be learned from this Tower? This love affair going askew. what can be learned is how to work hard. And that hard work is necessary. Okay? Hard work is part of it, and that's what you got to do, and you got to persist. Or I should say, yeah, it's persist, keep that. And also you have to, you got to be dedicated. You got to, persevere. That's the word I was looking for. You got to persevere. Okay? Even though it's hard. It's hard. The Creator and the ancestors know that. They're acknowledging that. It's very hard. Okay? But that's life. All right? That's life. The connection changed. And that happens sometimes. And it's hard, but you got to persevere. You're gonna get success. You're going to get success. You're going to get what you want in life. Maybe not from this situation to this person, maybe from this situation to this person. I don't know. That's not what we're talking about here today, but whatever, in terms of you, bottom line, you're going to be successful. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's just hard. That's all. It's not impossible. It's just hard. Okay? But work is necessary. So, whatever that work might be for you. All right? So, how do we release our emotions around this? How do we do that? Just die. Just let the death happen. Just go ahead and let death happen. You're changed. Things change. The connection has changed. Life has changed. And that's that. Try to have a sense of humor about it. Okay? Try to, see that this adds to your buffet of experiential prowess. This adds to who you are as a human being. This adds dimension and character to you as a human being. It's more seasoning. It's seasoning, baby. It's Lowry's. Okay? That's how you look at it. It's Lowry's. Right? So it's a little pepper. It's a little Old Bay. You know what I'm saying? That's all. And you gotta have seasoning, otherwise the shit don't taste good. Hello? I know that's right. So if you want your life to taste good, all right, let the seasoning happen. Let that happen. Just lay down dead and let the death occur. It's the death of the ego. It's the death of who you thought you were. Okay? You thought probably that you were a person that this wouldn't happen to. Right? Because you're the empress. This doesn't happen to me. I'm the empress. Right? Well, newsflash, it can happen to you, empress. It can happen to you. Sounds like some wicked fuckboy shit happened. Okay, I don't know. But somebody might have violated your status. Okay? Try to knock your crown off your head or some shit. Okay? And you are instructed to check IDs in the future. All right? So I'm going to leave it there for you, air signs. Get your shit together. All right? Fantastic. I hope these messages help you. I really do. If you need a personal, because we all need a personal sometimes. All right? I want you to check the description and follow through there. I'll get it to you within 24 hours. All right? Don't you sweat it. For more deep-ass readings like this, I wish you would like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Hit that notification bell on your way out, why don't you? And pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom. It's too good. It's too good. Bite-sized nuggets of wisdom, easy to digest, but very priceless information to have in your library. Listen, good talking to you, air signs, and thanks for taking a look behind the black veil.